So the unbeaten run continues. We've made some sales and we've got someone coming in at the end of the season. Let's roll the intro and I'll show you what's been going on. So, welcome back to Glory, the Revival. Coming in, we've got Rafael van der Vaart, 26-year-old midfielder, attacking midfielder, very good, 4.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, valued at 34 to 41 million. He's coming in on free, so that's really quite good. I mean, we could potentially bring him in now, but I think it's going to cost 33.5 million. It's not really worth it. I'll just keep him there until the end of the season. But on the outs, Hobbs has gone out on loan. Marty Skirtle's gone out for 17.5 million. He's 3.5-star current, 3.5-star potential. Wasn't really playing, was starting to get a bit upset, so he's gone. And Dirk Kuyt, 4-star current ability, 4-star potential, 29. We got rid of him while we could. We got 13.5 million for Kuyt. So we bought him for 9 before the series. They bought him for 9 and then made a little bit of a profit on him again. Only played twice this season. Just really getting rid of some of the dead weight, I suppose you could say. So with all that being said, the score... Why does it do this? Don't like it. And again. Since we were last here was Villa, wasn't it? Was it Villa and Middlesbrough? We went on to beat Bolton 4-1 with Aguero, Alonso, Marcelo and Ratic on the score sheet. Chelsea was 3-1 with Klose and Owen getting a brace. We then absolutely whizzed past Fulham in the FA Cup 6-1. Martinez, Owen, an own goal, Aguero, brace and Ratic on the score sheet. We then faced Tottenham, beat them 5-3 in the first leg away, with Aguero getting a brace, Klose getting a brace, and Richards, before Sunderland came to Anfield with 3-1 victory, Owen getting a brace and an own goal. We then brushed aside Spurs 5-1, Miroslav Klose hat-trick, Aguero and a Ledley King own goal to put us through to the final of the League Cup. Manchester City was a 2-2 draw. Aguero and Ratic getting the goals there. Dynamo Kiev 4-2. Miroslav Klose getting a hat-trick and Diego scoring. And then most recently, Hull in the FA Cup 5-0. Lahm, Gerrard 2 and Martinez 2. In the League Cup final, we've either got West Ham or Arsenal. So that should be a victory, but we're hoping for 2 victories today as we take on Fenerbahce first before going against Manchester United. And I've just clicked too far forward. So the team for today is Reina, Diego, Carragher, Richards, Lamb, Pirlo, Alonso, Martinez, Diego, Aguero and Close. And we're on the attack early with Pirlo, but we lose the ball, and Roberto Carlos on the left for Fenerbahce. Here is Diego. Can he find a ball across? He plays it back to Diogo, and Diego to Diogo scores. You would have thought that it would be the other way round, as the right back got the goal set up by the attacking midfielder, but that's the way it happened. It didn't happen the other way. Here is Diogo to Alonso. Diego now turns and fires it home. A quick double, 13 minutes on the clock. It's Liverpool 2, Fenerbahce 0. I just want to look at Roberto Carlos. Obviously, he's 36 in this. He's been at Fenerbahce for a while. They signed him on a free. In fact, his contract's up. We could get him just for his free kick ability, offer a bit of support. Potentially, that could be someone interesting that we could look at, just to add some more depth on the left-hand side of defence. He might be good for a season if we go on to another season, that is. He's the type of player that I would, in theory, prefer to get now for money. If we could get him for cheap enough, that could be interesting, and we are absolutely putting this Fenerbahce side under pressure. And here is Roberto Carlos, great ball in, but Reina gathers. Reina's kind of forced himself as the number one keeper now. We still do try and give Neuer some game time, but Reina really has stepped up. Here's Diego. Alonso's going to try and get the ball back. He's unable to, but he does eventually, after some great tracking back from him. Martinez, Diego, Aguero, out to Lamb. Lamb, can he find a ball in? Does, to Close, and Miroslav Close makes it 3-0 before the half-hour mark. And surely that's signed, sealed and delivered the victory today. And that will put us in 5th place in the top 8. So exactly where we want to be, and potentially help us in the next round, or see us through to the next round, and mean that we don't have to do the playoffs, which is key, especially with the amount of games we've had in January. It's been insane because of the League Cup semi-final double-header, the FA Cup, the Champions League, the League. We are dominating in all competitions, and I think if we win all competitions without losing a game, I think that's FM complete, isn't it? Completed it if we do that, which would be insane. And it could be quite interesting. Or Aguero, Close, 39th goal of the season for Miroslav Close. That man can score just stupid amounts of goals. And it's not like Owen's even like not coming in and scoring. Owen's been doing the same. It's incredible what these two can do up top. And I mean, they keep each other out the side sometimes. They're just both so good that you can't really not play them both at, in the one position. Here's Lamb. Aguero close. Was that onside? That was tight. I think it's onside, and that's 5-0. Wow. Superb play here from this Liverpool side. Scoring loads of goals. Here's Diogo. What can he do with it? Plays it back to Alonso. Pirlo on the edge of the area. Out to Lamb. Lamb cuts it back, and Martinez gets his shot saved by the keeper. And Pirlo now with the corner. Volkan makes another save, and it goes out for another corner. Pirlo plays it in, but it's cleared, but only as far as Diogo. Diogo now crosses it in, and close. Unlucky there. Just couldn't quite keep his header down. It comes out though. It's corner as we come back. And again, our header goes over the crossbar. But we are playing really well. Excuse me. We are playing really well today. Here's Lamb. Plays it back to Reina. Richards. Lamb. Can Lamb break through? He can. Plays it back to Richards though. Pirlo, Carragher, Alonso. There's space out wide if they can find Diogo. Here's Alonso, and there is Diogo with that space that I said. And Aguero's pulled back, and that has to be a penalty. And with Pirlo having 20 penalties, it has to be a goal. Surely. Here is Pirlo, and tucks it home comfortably to make it 6-0. Wow. Total domination. We are now going to pause, and we're going to make some changes just because we can. Owen's coming on. Bale's coming on. Freddie Adu's coming on. Ratic is coming on. And Insula is coming on. Let's go. About 15 minutes left on the clock. Pirlo, Martinez, Carragher, Alonso, Martinez, Diogo, Aguero, and it's popped wide by Aguero. Chelsea beating Juventus 4-1. Here's Pirlo, Lamb, Diogo. Pirlo, Ratic. Oh. And that is all over at 6-0. Now we've only got to worry. We've qualified. Now all that we've got to do is play Manchester United. I will see you in a second when we're ready. So it's time for the big one, Manchester United. And the team to play them is Reina in goal with Lamb, Carragher, Gerrard, Richards and Diogo at the back. Pirlo, Alonso, Gerrard in midfield. Aguero and Diego behind Miroslav close up top. We got to hope for a victory here. Let's go. Something going on out there. Don't worry, they're not coming for me. And Lamb has picked up a knock. So Marcelo comes straight in. Hopefully that's not a long injury for Lamb. I'm actually going to bid for Roberto Carlos now, especially because that means we've only got one left back, and I do think that we could do with another one. Diego almost taking the ball off of Vidic there. You've got to say the back four for United, not quite up to par. I mean, Owen Hargreaves, we will have a look at over here, because this guy for me was one of the most underrated players for England, for basically anyone at the time. I absolutely adored him and thought he was really a good footballer. As things stand, though, it's 0-0 here at Anfield. Campillo score from the free kick, forces Foster to make the save. Marcelo plays it in, unable to find a red shirt. Diego can't quite get the ball under control, and it goes out for a throw-in. So let's go. As you can see, Scholes on the bench, Rooney on the bench, Carragher on the bench, Rio Ferdinand on the bench. You can tell they've had a game midweek and they are underplaying some of their main boys. Seem to probably, I imagine, be tired. Carragher almost getting his shot on goal. But yeah, look, they're all tired on the bench there. And now we are starting to tire. It's time to bring on some fresh legs. Alonso's coming off for Martinez. Diego's going to come off for Freddie Adu. Close is coming off for Owen. We'll leave it there for now, because we want to just... Marcelo's picking up a knock, so Bale's going to come on a left back. And it looks like we may have to play Bale as left back. But my word, Ben Foster, the ball came off of the post, hit him in the back. Look at this. Pirlo plays it to Martinez. Aguero has a pop. It comes off the post and bounces off the back of Foster. Wow. If that's you, you are going to be crying if that happens to your team. But it doesn't matter when it's the opposition so much. Here we go. Looks like, is that Paul Scholes just there? Oh, it's Brown. Thought it may have been Scholesy. Come on. Here's Pirlo just over the crossbar. Here, Manchester United, they've brought on a couple of players. Hargreaves and Rio Ferdinand, I noticed, was just on. Here's Aguero's taking it away here. And he's running through, plays it back. Bale. Can Bale find a ball and plays it towards Owen? Owen's obviously not the tallest man. Gerrard plays across. Owen keeps it in. Can he keep it alive? Martinez! Xavi Martinez comes on, makes it 2-0. Yes, boys. And we have put to bed Manchester United, and that puts us 4 points clear now at the top of the table. Yes, we are unbeaten, but my word, Manchester United are still really, really performing well. They've lost 4 all season, but only drawn 2, so we've won the same amount of games. And they are superb, right on our tails, and we've got to worry. As are Everton. Look at that. If they win their game in hand, they potentially go level with Manchester United on points. This league is tightening up, and Arsenal won't be a million miles away as well. Wowzers. So, with all of that, we will be back tomorrow for the League Cup final and the 5th round of the FA Cup. But if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. By the way, I meant next week, not tomorrow. Please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I've been the Mouse Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.